What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to some Horizon 5 once again, and in today's video I get to try some of your tunes. So first of all, if you're new to the channel and you like what you're seeing, you enjoy the videos, subscribe. And of course, as usual, if you're watching these videos right now and you want to send over some tunes yourselves, maybe you've created something interesting, maybe you've created something fun, you want me to try in a video, go over to my Discord. Link to that is down in the description box below. Go and post your tune there in the actual channel where you're supposed to post it, and you could get your car or tune featured in one of my next videos. So that's what's happening for today's video. So I picked two tunes actually already, so I know exactly what I'm going to be doing in today's video. One of them is actually from a new person that joined the Discord, because they have that little like new icon next to their name. Basically just said 1993 Nissan 240SX, the share code, and it's a grip tune. That's literally all he said. And I'm down to try it, because one thing that I haven't done in a while on the channel is try to go and race on the Toge, the golden Toge. That's the one place that I didn't actually end up going for such a long time. So yeah, so 240SX S13 1993. See if I can find it. It's this one right here. So one of these two. I'm gonna pick this one because I kind of like the Rocket Bunny kit on that one, so I don't really want to change it too much. So I'm gonna pick this one here, and I will download this person's tune and install it on it and see what it's like. Again, it's made to be a grip tune, so we'll see. We'll see how good or bad it does in its class. So let's go put the share code in. You guys can try it out yourselves as well, of course. 108998455. That is the share code for tune, and there it is right there. It's rear-wheel drive, which is good. Race tire compound, race suspension, 415 horsepower. That's good. It's A class maxed out. Okay, this could actually be very good. Doesn't have a huge amount of power, which is great. I feel like this should be very good for the Toge, because we all know that on that Toge, the best thing you need for it is... Ooh, it's got the V8 in it. It's got the Forza wing on the back, just because aero, I'm pretty sure. That's the most awkward setup I've ever seen. It's got huge rear tires. Oh, sorry, huge rear wheels and small front wheels. Okay, it's pretty easy at controlling its power. Yeah, there's no sliding, no slipping at all. This is gonna be very good. Okay. At first I was like a little bit skeptical, but I'm kind of excited now. Alright, let's go over to the golden Toge and let's take this out. Now, it's been a little while since I've driven on this track, so I may be crashing a lot, but we'll see. We'll see. If you guys don't know what this track actually is, it's basically just a mountain pass road. However, it's much narrower, and I've used this track before to get specific times for cars, and there's a whole leaderboard down in the description box below, and you can see how this car will stack up against pretty much all the other stuff that you've seen going around so far. I'm gonna put this on the sim steering just to make it as competitive as possible, and yeah, let's give it a shot. The only annoying thing is the start of this thing, because it always starts like on the ground here, and you have to climb this thing before the race actually starts. And you have to sort of pray that the brakes are good and you don't float in the air like that, because you'll end up just missing the entire thing. So yeah, I'm also going to be playing in first person, so if you don't want to see that, then I guess you can probably go until after I do this race, because I'm going to show you guys the exact same run, but in third person, with no commentary or anything like that. So we'll see. Again, I have to be careful here that I don't send myself into the wall. This is the only most annoying part of the track. The rest of it is actually very good. It's basically made to look like a Japanese mountain road. Okay, oh my god, this thing turns in so sharply. Again, like I said, it's been a while since I've driven on this track, so I may end up crashing a little bit, but that's okay. I like the torque with this V8. I really like how well this thing turns in. It's very, very good. Especially with the sim steering, I think it helps it even more. I actually really like this tune. It rotates quite nicely too. He hasn't said if he's done a lap on this course yet. A lot of people from the Discord know this track, and they've tried it out themselves. And a lot of the times they'll put me their times that they get with their own tunes on it, and then basically I'll try beat it or something, but or get like somewhere close. But it's he hasn't done that, and this is very, very nice. Now I usually play in cockpit view because I just prefer the way it looks, and I have a better sense of speed and everything when I'm racing like this. I'm trying to be like super accurate. I don't know why, I just feel like it's just so much better. Which is weird because in Gran Turismo I love doing it in like bumper view, whereas in this I prefer this view. When I'm trying to be like super accurate with my lines and everything like that, I always race like this. That was a big slide. That's okay. We'll do one more run with this guy. Right now I'm just kind of getting used to it. And trying to see what it's like. It is actually really nice to drive. It really is. Like I said, don't worry about the crashes. The crashes are mostly me. Just being not used to the track since I haven't been on it in a while. It is really good to drive. And I understeered there because I went a little bit too fast and... Oh. I went a little bit too fast and I started... I just slammed on the brakes and just turned my wheel. Which obviously, don't do. Brake before the turn. Or if you are braking in the turn, make sure you're just tapping the brakes or... sort of use trail braking. It's very nice to drive. Again, I'm leaving the brakes really late. Oh my god. I really suck at this, don't I? Like I said, it's been a while, alright? At least the car is nice and narrow, even though he has made it wide. It's nice and narrow that it fits through that gap pretty easily. Tiny bit of oversteer every now and then, but I think it's just the car, the way I'm driving it pretty much. I need to be a little bit more smooth with it, because right now if I'm like throwing it into a corner and then I just floor it, I will end up oversteering, so I need to be smoother on my throttle. See, there goes the understeer again. I started to brake. Well, it wasn't even understeer, I just started sliding wide. Because I started braking whilst I was turning. So it's just my crappy driving right now. It's okay, I'll do one more run with this thing. You guys probably won't see that, but you'll see the result at the end, and you'll also see a nice third-person lap, hopefully. So it looks a little nicer for you guys to watch than just watching the cockpit. Nice. I'll still do like a sub... Actually, will I do a sub 5? I don't think I will, actually. Not after all those crashes. Yeah, not after all those crashes. It can definitely do a sub 5 though. 100% it can do a sub 5. Okay. Let's go again and see if I could do a nice clean run and not crash into anything, obviously. Solid time. Very solid time. 446. That was quite good. That was quite good. 446, 458. That is A-class car. Let's have a look exactly where I am compared to every other car that we've had on that little list there. So the fastest A-class car that we have so far was the Mini, which was a 446,991, and this one beats it. So this is now the fastest A-Class car that we've had around the track. That's very, very good. There's only one place that I kind of messed up, just the tiniest bit, and that was when the road went really, really narrow. I did actually go a little bit faster than what I usually go through. I usually go down like around third gear, something kind of slowish, just so I can make it through. But I went around in fourth this time around, a little bit quicker. I did end up hitting off the wall slightly, but it didn't actually end up slowing me down too much. So that's why I'm going to keep this run. So yeah, this is the fastest car now. The fastest A-Class car that we've had around the Golden Toge in any video. I'm pretty impressed. I'm very, very impressed. Alright, well, now I'm going to let you guys watch the entire run. And the next... Now I'm going to let you guys watch the entire run if you want to see it. If you don't want to see it, you can skip ahead. And you can watch me mess around with the next car. So, enjoy it. Right, well, that was fun. What a sick car. Seriously, thank you for the tune. I really appreciate it. And let's move on to the next one. So, next one is an interesting one because I feel like I'm going to really like this one. There is a Dakar replica tune for the 2020 911 Carrera S. Apparently, it's better than the 2014 model. And yeah, it's going to be a very good one. So, apparently, it's supposed to be a very competitive car. So it's not just the recreation of the actual car. So if you guys don't know, there's a new 2020, I think, is it 2020 or 2022? I can't remember exactly, but there's a new 911 Carrera Dakar car that was shown off recently. So it looks very sick. I do, however, really enjoy off-road Porsches. I think they're very sick. Speaking of, there should be this one here that I have. And obviously we have this here, which is the Forza edition, which is pretty much a rally car that they ended up adding into the game, which is very sick. But this is one of my favorite cars in this game. I put this thing on off-road tires, lifted the suspension and everything, and I absolutely love the Taycan as like an off-road / rally build. It does everything. It's such a good build. And like I said, this person has made a 2020 Carrera, which probably doesn't exist. So I'm gonna guess it's the 2019 one that he's talking about. But yeah, I want to try it out and see how his tune compares to my Taycan, because I really love the Taycan and it's very good. But again, he has made it as a replica of the actual car in real life. So what I think is gonna happen here is I'm gonna try to take this thing maybe off-road, maybe on some you know, some country cross-country events, and we could probably try and see if it's very competitive there. Anyway, the share code for this thing is 776511415. And there's also an accompanying design that we can try and add onto this thing. So this is pretty much what we have here. Yeah, I knew that this wasn't going to be as competitive or as powerful as the Taycan that I have. But I think this could be kind of good if I take it on some sort of a cross-country event, because that's pretty much what I think something similar with Dakar would be, because you can't just take this thing out on like a, you know, a little dirt section, a little dirt circuit, because I feel like it's just gonna be wasted, if that makes sense. Anyway, there's also, like I said, an accompanying design for this car that I really want to try out. And let's go to design and paints, go to find new designs. The design isn't his, he said, it's someone else's, but it is supposed to be a rally inspired design. So you can check that out. 616-021-110 is the design for it. Let's slap this design on, and it should look pretty sick. I can already see the wheels. Very cool. Okay, come on. Right, and this is pretty much what we're left with. That does look very cool. That looks sick. It sounds good too. Like I said, I'm very keen to try out an off-road built 911. Cool. Okay, well, there is one event that I have. It's one of the rival events. And I want to try it out because it's where I tested out so many. It's this one. It's where I tested out so many different types of cars, and it's been a while since I bought a car out here to try and test it out. So 53 seconds to beat. What is the best car that I've used so far? The Toyota Tundra, which I'm still top 1000 with. Apparently, that is a very good car that I ended up using. And I think some people are still using it to be really good with it. So let's test it out there and see what it's like compared to some of those cars. Again, there's going to be some jumps and stuff like that, so I don't know if this is going to be able to handle it as well as the Tundra. But I want to try it out there as well, just to see. I'll do a couple of laps just to see what it's like. If I'm like way slower than the Tundra, then I'm guessing it's not as competitive for cross country than I thought. I probably should have changed my steering to regular steering instead of sim steering, but we'll see. Next person up is in a bone shaker, so I feel like I'm probably not going to beat that guy in a bone shaker, because that thing is just so OP. Oh, it's nice. No, seriously, it's actually nice already. brakes are very good. The turning is very good. A little tap off the wall there, but that's okay. Full slap doesn't really count anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'll try to get rid of all this stuff here as well. Okay, I need to slow down so much more for that. Probably should have selected myself as the ghost in the Tundra. So that's technically who I'm trying to beat right now, not this guy. Oh, I went a little bit too narrow there. Or too shallow, I guess, to that corner. Go a little wider. It is actually quite nice to drive. No joke. It's very good. I think the Porsche Dakar has really good acceleration as well. But again, it's just such a stupid OP car. Okay. I'm actually not even that far behind it. Weirdly enough. He slows down a lot here. I think so did I. Maybe I should go to third as well, maybe for that corner. Yeah, he pulls off away from me here. But I think as soon as we start slowing down and start taking corners, this thing is just better. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to normal steering as well after this because I feel like I'm just wasting my time. I don't like sim steering when I'm doing off-road races. If I only had that extra little bit of power, then I'd probably be able to catch up with the rival, but it just doesn't have it. That is the fastest time I've gotten so far. 54.6. It's not bad, but I'm still way too slow. But then again, that is a very OP car. Like, it just literally is. Like a meta car. So I can't really do anything about it. Like, he just pulls away in the straights. He just straight up flies off into the distance. Yeah, 54.6 is the fastest so far. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much better than that. See, when you said Dakar, I thought that this was what you were building the car for, but I think this is much better if I'm just going to be driving around on like a little rally stage, you know, instead of like a cross-country stage. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do much better than that. I'll give it one shot on like a little dirt cross, or not cross country, but like a little dirt race event, a little dirt rivals event, and I want to try it out and see what it's like, because he did say it's competitive, right? It's, I guess it's not top 1000 competitive if you want to do cross country in it. I want to see whereabouts I would have been if I did actually end up getting a good score there. So it was a 54.6. So on this event, go into A class and go over to this. So 54.6. See where I am around people in my club. 54.6 would put me somewhere around the 2,800 mark. Somewhere like that. 2,800, 2,900 mark. So it's a little slow compared to the top cars here. But like I said, I want to give this thing the benefit of the doubt that it's actually kind of good for, you know, dirt section. So I'm going to bring it on the Caldera Scramble really quick just to try this out. So 41 seconds. What's the fastest car that I've brought here? The Caterham. Okay. And again, the Bone Shaker's up there because it's so OP for off-road events. So Caterham is, or was, a very, very good car for these events. But yeah, let's give it a shot and see what it's like. I feel like this is just going to be really, really heavy. The Caterham is like just such a lightweight car. But it does turn in well. I like the way that this turns in. And the handling is very good. I just don't think it's... The power to weight ratio, I don't think it's going to be as good for some of these events. I don't know. Maybe a nice off-road, like, sprint race or something like that. Something really, really long. Would maybe get this thing to be a little bit better. But so far from what I can see, it's not really that great. Maybe if you're playing against some like shitters online. If you're doing some sort of Horizon Open. Then you're playing against some pretty bad people online. This could be kind of useful. I'm not saying it handles badly, because it doesn't. It actually handles really, really well. I just don't think it's very competitive, like you said. Compared to some of the other cars, because they're just so much better. Their power to weight ratio is just so much better. I missed the checkpoint! I missed the checkpoint! That would have been the perfect lap, even though it was still so slow. It doesn't want to slide, bro. It doesn't want to slide. It's got too much grip. How do you make this thing have so much grip? It makes no sense to me. I can't believe I'm arguing. Or I'm complaining that a car has too much grip. I cannot believe that. But it doesn't have... It needs the tiniest bit of a slide to be able to make some of these corners. Because you can't drive a rally car like an on-road car, you know, like a road car, like a road gripping car, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. I hate this game. I hate it. I hate it. It's not the game, actually. I don't hate the game at all. Oh, come on. Just slide, man. Just slide. The tiniest slide. That's all I want from you. I'm even tapping the handbrake and everything. So I can already have my front end positioned properly. But no, it doesn't want to slide. How? I've never seen a rally car that doesn't want to slide. I think my game straight up just crashed and killed itself. You know what? That is a sign that I'm going to leave the video there. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Oh god, you can try those tunes out yourself if you want to try, if you want to see what they're like and all that. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the 911 tune. It's got so much grip. It needs to be a little bit more rear biased, in my opinion. Just the tiniest bit more rear biased, because I feel like right now it has too much power going to the front wheels. It is all-wheel drive, I'm pretty sure, from what I've seen. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit more rear biased, honestly. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.